I'm a little nervous because these blonde pieces is a little more red than I was expecting. Like I knew they was gonna be highlights, but it's red.
As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome and welcome back to Loc's Lux Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So if you're new here, I started my locks 2 years ago. After a year and a half, I added lock extensions to my existing locks. I wore my lock extensions for 6 months and I recently removed my lock extensions. When I got my lock extensions, I got it like in the springtime and I wanted to do this whole brown, blonde mixture. So you can still see some highlights from the blonde that I had with my lock extensions. However, it is now the fall time and I want to go red for the fall and winter. This is not my first time going red. I think this is my third time going red. The first time I went red, it was maybe like 5 or 6 months into my lock journey. It didn't last very long. I ended up going black after that. And then like last December, I wanted to go red again. But the last time I went red, it was more burgundy and I didn't like the burgundy. So this time around, I'm going back red, but I'm going more for like a auburny true red more than like a deep red burgundy color. The blonde highlighted look was cute. I loved it. But yeah, I'm just ready for something different. I pretty much have everything set up already. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on what I'm going to do. So back in June, I did do a bleach bath on my locks. And right now, you guys can see that they're lifted to this like sandy brownish color. And because of that, I don't feel like I need to lift them any lighter. So I'm pretty much going to just be depositing a red semi-permanent dye on top of this. However, since it's been a couple of months, you guys can see my roots are dark and I want my whole head to be red. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to start with my roots, because for my roots I'm actually going to be using like a lightening product. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal HiColor on my roots, and then after I rinse that, I will deposit the semi-permanent hair dye to the remainder of my locks. So I'm going to show you guys all the colors and stuff that I'm going to be using. But I did go ahead and test out the reds on my lock extensions that I cut. So this is kind of the color that I'm going for. Yeah, I'm pretty much set up. So let me glove up and everything and we can get started. So first things first, before I apply any product to my head, I'm just going to baste my perimeter, my ears and everything with this petroleum jelly. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a professional. Red is very messy. If you do choose to go red, make sure, like, I got plastic bags laid all down here. Make sure you wear something that's gonna cover your skin, because red stains and it bleeds. That's the one thing I hate about it. So I just have my hair in a pineapple right now, and I'm just gonna start with the back of my head and work my way up to the top. Again, I'm just doing my roots in this first process because I just want to make sure that my roots get lifted properly.
Alright, so for my roots, I'm going to be using a combination of the L'Oreal HiColor in Fire Red as well as the L'Oreal HiColor in Red. I had used these two products last time, so I just used what was left of the two, and then I mixed it with some 30 volume developer.
So I already have my L'Oreal HiColor mixed up right here. So I'm literally just applying it to the base of my hair.
So I'm using my hands to do this process, but I'm making sure to really massage this product into my roots. I've found that in the past when I color my hair, I always suck with getting my roots really good. So I've just really taken my time to make sure all the product was, you know, at my roots so that I could get the best color payoff. And then I went in and did my hairline last. So I'm trying to get all those baby hairs. And then lastly, I just went back in to any areas that I felt like needed to be touched up and just made sure that everything was coated well and evenly. So it took me about 15 minutes to apply this to my roots, and then I let it sit for another 30 minutes. So the total processing time was probably around 45 minutes or so. And then I rinsed it out and shampooed and conditioned my locks.
So I just finished rinsing out the L'Oreal HiColor and also washed and conditioned my hair. And so this is what we have now. I think the roots took pretty well. It's still a little darker like in some areas, but overall like it still has like a reddish tint, so it'll be fine. I don't mind having like deeper roots. So now I'm going to rebase my hairline with the petroleum jelly, and now I'm going to apply the rinse over my head.
So next I'm gonna go in with the Adore Truly Red as well as the Adore Orange Blaze. These are both semi-permanent hair colors. Here is how the Truly Red looks. It's pretty, like it's a true red. And then here is how the Orange Blaze looks. It's still in the red family, but it definitely has more of like a orangey tint. And again, I wanted my hair to be more red than burgundy, and in the past I had issues with my hair looking more burgundy, so I went with colors that were more towards like the orange red side, and I was able to get the color that I wanted.
This is the Orange Blaze right here. Like I said, it still looks very much red. You can't see the Truly Red because I have this black container.
So my idea was to do kind of like an ombre with the deeper roots to the true red to like the orangey red. So I started by applying the Orange Blaze to the ends of my locks, and I'm going in and I'm really squeezing that product into them.
So I pretty much just loosely went over my ends with the Orange Blaze. So now I'm gonna pull my hair back up into a ponytail, and then I'm going to go in with the Truly Red and just go over each lock individually just to make sure that each lock is fully coated in red. I'm a little nervous because these blonde pieces is a little more red than I was expecting. Like I knew they was gonna be highlights, but it's red. And then I'm gonna go one lock at a time, and I'm going into the Truly Red and just gonna make sure I get my lock from like root to tip.
So like I was mentioning a little earlier, my original plan was to do more of an ombre, but as that Orange Blaze started to sit on the tips of my head, those highlighted pieces were just a little too orange for my liking, and I eventually just went over everything with the Truly Red, and in the end I think I got a pretty consistent color. I even re-went over like my roots and stuff just because I just wanted to make sure, you know, like I said, everything was even. So that's what you see me doing here. The color combination together with the Orange Blaze and the Truly Red, I think overall it was a good combo, but I couldn't tell really that much of a difference between the two in the end. So that's what I'm doing here, just applying that all over my head, making a mess, and making sure all of my locks are evenly coated from root to tip.
So here's what we have. It is giving a red. So it took me about 30 minutes to apply all of it. I pretty much used majority of both containers, and this is what we have. I'm a little nervous. Like, I know I said I wanted red, but it's really giving red. So I'm probably gonna let this sit for about another 30 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna get in the shower and rinse my hair again. I may shampoo it once just to make sure that the excess dye is out, because red does have the tendency to bleed. So yes, this is what we have. I would usually put a plastic cap over my head. I don't have any, so I'm probably about to go under my kitchen sink and get a plastic bag and let my hair process under that for a little bit. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll show you guys what it looks like after I rinse it. All right, you guys. So I haven't actually like really seen it when I was in the shower. You know, I could see my locks hanging, but I haven't seen how it looks like, you know, once it's all rinsed out. Whoa. It's definitely red. I got mixed feelings. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I don't know, these tips, they're a little bright for my liking. I love like how this part of my hair looks, but the little blonde tips, they're really, really red. Like, I knew they was gonna be red, but yeah. I'm gonna let it settle. And I'm gonna be retwisting it tomorrow. I'm sure like after I retwist it and, you know, get myself together, it'll definitely like pull itself together. But I kept saying I want red, and I got it. So I did end up washing and conditioning it again when I was in the shower. And now I'm just gonna follow up with just some of my favorite oils. This is my Talia Waheed Protective Styles oil, and I also have some of my African Healing oil. So I usually put the Protective Style oil like on my edges and my scalp because it's supposed to promote like hair growth and stuff like that. Let me know what y'all think. This is what we have, y'all. I'm red. A lot of y'all been saying y'all been wanting me to go back red, and I'm back red. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Alright you guys, so those highlighted tips were stressing me out, so I ended up going back into my stash to see what other colors I had, and I ended up just using the Wild Cherry to apply that just to the highlighted tips. And they're still bright, but it definitely helped tone them a little bit, and the color is a little bit more cohesive now. So this is how my hair looked after it was retwisted, and this is how it looks in the natural sunlight. So I'm still adjusting to this color, but I do think that the color is very pretty, and overall I am satisfied with how it turned out. But that's gonna be it, you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.